Hello everyone and welcome to today's presentation on student finance. My name's Phil Lyons and I'm a student finance advisor for the West of Wales, and along with my colleague Rhian Jones, we cover all schools and colleges in Wales, giving you information, advice and guidance on all aspects of student finance. What we'll be covering today is everything student finance. Just to make you aware that these figures that I'm presenting to you today are for students intending to go for the academic year 22-23. However, we don't envisage it to change too much when you go to university. So student finance is split into two sections. You have your tuition fee side, which pays for your fees, and the other side is maintenance support, and that covers your living costs that is paid directly into your bank account. The maximum tuition fee that you can be charged in Wales is £9,000. However, if you do decide to study elsewhere in the UK, they can charge slightly higher, up to £9,250. And the tuition fee will be decided by the university. So if they charge you slightly less, then that's up to them, because some universities do charge around 6,000, 7,000 or 8,000. So it is totally up to them. In terms of paying your fees, there will be a tuition fee loan available to all students. This is not based on household income or nothing like that. Everyone is entitled to it as long as you are attending a university in the UK, and we will pay the full amount of your fees. By all means, if you want to pay your own fees out of your own pocket, that's absolutely fine. In terms of maintenance support, this is designed for your general everyday costs that will be paid directly into your bank account at the beginning of each term in 3 instalments. There is a maintenance loan available in this section, so we will borrow you money and you repay after graduating. And because you are also a Welsh student, you will be entitled to the Welsh Government Learning Grant, which whatever you receive does not have to be repaid. In terms of the Welsh Government Learning Grant, it is based on household income. So whoever you live with, whether it be parents or guardians, we will ask them to provide their taxable income. And the lower the household income, the more of a grant you get. This table here will show how much you receive on an annual basis to pay for your general everyday costs, such as accommodation, food, books, travel. And as you can see, there are 3 figures. The 8,790 would be for anyone deciding to live at home, 10,350 per year for anyone thinking of moving away from home and living outside of London, and anyone going to London will receive a higher amount of 12,930 per year. But these figures will slightly change when you go to university, and no doubt they will be a bit more than that. That's more or less all the money available from Student Finance Wales. That should be enough to cover your general everyday costs. By all means, you can top that up using general savings, support from parents, you can get a job. Another place where you can get money from is from the individual universities themselves, called scholarships and bursaries. They do not have to be repaid, and it's up to the uni how they award them and how much they award. So I would recommend you to do your research in the open days and ask them how much of a bursary or scholarship would I be entitled to. We'll touch upon some additional support now. If you have a disability, whether it be physical, learning difficulties, an illness that would affect your studies, you can get extra support where we will pay for anything that you require or any specialised equipment. If you have any children, we will pay for 85% of your childcare costs as well. Or if you are a parent, there is additional funding, or even if you have an adult dependence grant. And this will all be filled out in the one application form when you apply for student finance. Also to mention as well, if you are thinking of doing an NHS course, the funding for NHS is slightly different as well. So I would recommend you to have a look on the NHS Wales website in terms of their funding as well. When you leave university, leave your course or graduate, you will be required to start repaying your loan because there is a maintenance loan and a tuition fee that you will receive on an annual basis. So you will start repaying your loan when you start working or self-employed and you're earning above £27,295 a year. If you're not earning that amount, if you're earning below that or you're not working, for whatever reason, decide to go traveling, career break, an illness, can't find work, whatever the reason, then you do not have to repay your student loan. Once you start earning above that figure, it'll be deducted automatically from your salary from your employer. The way to work it out is anything that you earn above the threshold, it's 9% of that. And here is an example of how much you would repay on a monthly basis. Here is a column. It's got your annual salary, monthly salary, and how much they would take out. And as you can see, the amounts they take out are minimal. The student loan lifespan is 30 years. So 30 years from your graduation, whatever your remaining balance is after 30 years, if you have not repaid it, will be wiped off, regardless of your balance, and it does not affect your credit rating either. There is interest added to the loan as well, and the interest is currently RPI plus 3% maximum, however, depending on your situation after graduating. Just touch upon quickly now how you'd apply. So it's all one application, studentfinancewales.co.uk. You would usually apply in the April before you go, so please don't apply now. You don't need to have a confirmed place at the university. It'll all be dependent upon results, or you might have conditional offers, or you might go through clearing. So when you apply, we don't contact the university until the day that you start. So put your number one choice in, or where you hope to go, and you can easily amend that after submitting your application form. Things that you'll need before submitting your application form, you'll need to prove your identity either through passport or original birth certificate. We'll need your course details and university details, your bank account details, and also your national insurance number. You cannot have a loan without a national insurance number because it's a guarantee that you're in the tax system, therefore eligible to repay. If you want to be assessed the grant, which is based on your parents' income, we will ask you to provide your parents' email address, and then they provide us with their income details, all their taxable income, or if they're on benefits, or if they're self-employed, or if they receive taxable income from any other source. However, you do not have to fill that information into us. In terms of the parents, all we need to know from the parents is taxable income. So whether it's wages, salary, net earnings from self-employment, or if you tax upon your benefits as well. Also unearned income such as interest from savings, or if you rent a property out as well. If your income has decreased by more than 15% due to COVID, then you can be reassessed based on your situation as it currently is, or when you're due to apply. So please bear this in mind, and it will be explained fully on the application form. Here's the website here. Everything that I've discussed is on the website, all rules and regulations, latest news, and this is where you apply as well. We are on social media should you want to follow us or ask us a question. And we do have a YouTube channel as well. And there's a host of videos on there, including a parent section explaining in detail what we require from the parents. So just the final part of the presentation now. The average cost, so students will receive maintenance support on an annual basis. This is the average cost on a monthly basis, £800 a month. And as you can clearly see, rent is the most expensive one. Whatever you're charged in terms of rent, either through private rent or university, it's nothing to do with us. It's a contract between you and the university. So if they charge you a bit more, unfortunately, we can't do anything about that. So once you approve student finance, you will get a letter showing how much you receive each term, and you need to take that to your university. There's plenty of resources on the website savethestudent.org. Check out for student bank accounts and NUS cards. And then if you do get into financial difficulty, please do not go down the route of taking out credit cards or payday loans. That is the end of the presentation now. My contact details and my colleague or the main contact centre are on the Student Finance Wales website, and I do envisage that we will be coming into your school or college before you go to university to give you a more detailed talk on student finance. Hopefully you now know the basics of student finance, and by all means, if you have any questions, please contact us. Thank you very much.
Diolch yn fawr, Phil, for all of that information. Llwyth o wybodaeth bwysig fanna. We know that there was a lot to take in, but our panelists are here tonight including Phil, to answer any burning question and to make sure you fully understand what support is available for you. Ewch draw, head over to the Teams meeting in the Understanding Student Finance room for the live Q&A starting at 6:45. Welai chi yno. See you there.